You want your business to run like a business, but feel like a family. And the only way to do that is to build strong. Today, I want to talk to you about retention, retaining the agents that you recruit into your business. This is so important. Most people recruit to replace. They do not recruit to build, develop, and scale. And that's a huge problem. One of the reasons is they are doing things out of order. And that's why I want to have this conversation with you guys today. I want to discuss the 4 R's of retaining somebody in your business. So let's talk about what those 4 R's are, and then we will elaborate on every single one of them. It's recruit, result, relationship, retain, and specifically in that order. So let's talk about the first R, which is recruit, which is obviously what we're talking about. We recruit somebody and we want to retain them. In order to retain them, that leads us to the second R, which is results. Results, 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 results. This is what happens to most people. Most people think it's recruit, relationship, result. And so they spend all of this time building rapport, all of this time building a relationship. And that's important. Don't get me wrong. We need to build a strong relationship. Trust needs to be there, and so does rapport. But if all of a sudden I recruit you, we build a strong relationship, and I don't get you a result immediately, what happens? They say, hey, listen, I don't think this is for me because I don't think I can win here. We can still be friends. Let's just be friends with me working somewhere else and not working on this platform. And it leads to failure. This is why result is priority number 2 after we recruit them. So it's recruit, result, that's priority. So what is a result? A couple of different things. Number 1, we get them licensed. The faster you get people licensed, the better. If people are taking a long time to get licensed, they're going to end up falling off. They're going to end up quitting. If they pass or if they fail their exam over and over again, they're not going to make it. So part of the results is we need to get them licensed right away because that's a win. Second thing that you can do is we got to get them paid, right? The faster we can get somebody paid, the faster that they believe that this works. I remember my first check in the life insurance industry. This does not sell the dream in any way, but my first check was $38. And I remember it sitting in my bank account and just thinking to myself, this is real. This is real. I just needed to see something go into my account to know that this is real and that I could actually make money. And obviously I make a lot more than $38 now, but it was just a matter of it hitting my account. So getting people paid right away, adding a business partner to their agency. You know, if all of a sudden I recruit A and then for A, I recruit B, B now locks in A. So if I get a business partner right away and I get them a result in that category, there's the FOMO, the fear of missing out on the fact that, all right, I added this agent. If I quit and this person goes on to become successful, I can end up losing financially long-term. I am staying here. I'm not going anywhere. So getting them a result. Maybe it's them setting an appointment and all of a sudden they set an appointment. Maybe it's they master a script. Maybe that could be the result. You role play with them to the point that they have a script down and they're effective in the script. It can be so many different things. But Tony Robbins always says that happiness is progress and progress is happiness. So your agents will feel extremely unhappy with the business if they do not feel like they are progressing. Progression comes from getting results, getting better, proving to themselves that this works. So you as a leader, you as a trainer, after you recruit somebody into your business, you need to obsess about getting a result, obsess about getting them success, obsess about getting them wins, or else they are not going to stay and they are going to believe this doesn't work. I can't get a result. I might as well quit now. We have to remember that people avoid things that they are bad at and they move towards things that they are good at. So when all of a sudden you are getting them results, they start to feel good at this. And if they feel good at this, they're going to continue to want to do it. And that's going to lead to extreme levels of retention. After we recruit them, after we get a result, now it's about relationship. And I'm not saying you don't build a relationship even in those 2 stages. I just mean this is where you really pour in on the relationship side. You've locked them in on results. You've been building rapport, building a relationship, building trust with them while you're getting results. But now it's, can you further that relationship? It's, can it become more than business? Can you invite them to a retreat? Can you hang out with them on a weekend? Can you go watch a game together? Can you have your kids play together? Now you start to build a real relationship where it's not about business. It's not transactional. It's transformational. Write that down. We need to go from transactional to transformational, meaning they're not just somebody in our business, but it's a true relationship, a true friendship. And if you do it right, hopefully it becomes more like a family than anything. You want your business to run like a business, but feel like a family. And the only way to do that is to build strong relationships, solid relationships. And this is what most people do not realize. Relationships are not formed necessarily in the office. Relationships are formed around a bonfire. Relationships are formed at the beach. Relationships are formed watching the game together on a weekend. The relationships are formed at game night on a Friday night. Relationships aren't formed over Zoom. Relationships aren't formed at the office. They're formed in person off business time, where it's more than business. That's when true relationships are formed. And that's what leads to the fourth R, which is retention. So we recruit them, we get them immediate results, we build a strong relationship with them while they're getting results, and intentionally after we get them results. And then last but not least, through this, you retain them. And if you do these four things, you're gonna retain a lot more agents. Your team is gonna grow that much bigger. You're gonna have that much more success. And I promise you, it will make a difference in your life. So here's the deal, guys. If you got something out of today, do me a favor, like, share, subscribe, tell somebody about it, because obviously we put out all this content for free. All we ask is that if you ever learn something, you tell a friend, you tell another agent, so we can all grow together. Talk to you guys soon, and we'll see you guys next week.
Let's get it. 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 Let's get it.